Welcome back to Rome Total War 2, and after a very emotive programme today on JFK, on our Radio 2, on our most popular radio programme in the country, they just did the events of JFK throughout the day, what actually happened throughout all the day, from Lee Harvey Oswald all the way on to Jack Ruby, and then after the death, and then the signing in or the inauguration of whatever of Lyndon B. Johnson, and I tell you, it's extremely emotive. The songs were brilliant, all live, and the last one was, that Abraham. My brother Abraham, I knew him, he saved so many people, that kind of thing. My brother Martin, my brother John, that kind of thing. Bobby, and he said, oh, what a song. I tell you what, the presenter was in tears. I was nearly there myself. It was amazing. But anyway, okay, back to this. That explains why I'm so late at doing this tonight, and also why I'm a little bit distracted, but I need to get on with it. So, okay, here we go. Africa. I've got a spy in here. I think I said on my last video, oh, by the way, you can see what I've done, can't you? You can see I've got rid of those people in there. You'll see that I've got rid of the Bithynians in a minute. I can't remember what else there was. There was a ship up here, one of the Cyrenaean ships, or was it one of the ships? I forget which one it was now. You have to look back on the previous video, but once it was killed, that was the end of them. No, it was the Bithynians up on that other bay up there. I remember now. Okay, right, what I want to do is use this spy here to slow these down here, the big one, this one here, just so he doesn't get too far into my own territory, that's all. Poison provisions, wreck, baggage, I don't know which one to go. That's 18, no, it's an 8% chance of stopping, that's a 16% chance, 5%, but it will slow at a 35% chance. I'm going to go for this one, target stopped, a pretty good chance of getting it as well at 75%, so it looks to me as though that's the best one to go for. Any chance? Oh, good, excellent. Is he going to go up in the world? Let's have a look before we move on. Yes, he has. Okay, saves me having to sort it all out afterwards, doesn't it? Cool, I feel a bit groggy after all that today. Okay, this is evading enemy evading enemy targets. Excellent. Okay, that's one of the things I'd planned. You'll see, of course, that those units that are around here, they've all been sorted out. I brought up my army from here to go into there and replace that there, and then move that army across to here. So he will be eventually occupying this place. Hasn't quite reached it yet. Well, I don't think he'll be occupying there. He'll be coming all the way over to here eventually, I imagine. I think that was about it for this area, wasn't it? So we've cleared everybody out around there, that's the main thing. Come to think of it, I think there was a Cyrenaean ship, there it is. This one here that seems to be going this way somewhere. And in fact, if I look on the diplomacy screen, I'm not going to do it now, but if I look on the diplomacy screen, I'm pretty sure it shows this as the capital of the Cyrenaeans. In other words, I think that's all he's got left, just that one general there, which is probably his king. Anyway, I keep getting asked, or I have been asked, why don't I do something about this? I can't remember now if I was... No, I wasn't actually, so I need to recruit in here, don't I? That's what I was about to say. I need to recruit. Okay, so let's get some... Not the camels, we've got those from before, I think I said that last time. Let's get some more of these. Always good to have around. So, okay. You can see, of course, that the Bithynians, remember I brought my, what were they, ballistas, etc. to bear in here. That's right, they haven't got any movement left, have they? The army that was here or wherever. Oh no, it's still there. Sorry, right. That's the one, wasn't it? I don't think I had to move that. I forget which one attacked them now. I think it was just them. They've taken some hits, haven't they? Yes, they have. Okay. Do I recruit in there? I don't think I do. Shall I get rid of somebody and then recruit? No, I won't. Okay, so that's okay. So we've managed to get rid of all the Bithynians, like I said. What I'd like to do now is perhaps backed up by this army on a run. I've checked the distance that they can get there. And perhaps backed up by these ships here, what I want to do is go and attack this place here, and then I want this place here. So these troops from around here will all be moving, all these that are surplus over here will be moving at speed over to here as well. So for now, let's go in to here and start the ball rolling. I know I haven't got many troops, but declaring war, yeah, all the troops. Oh, I thought they had troops on their side. That's strange. Obviously not. Oh, I thought I'd checked that and found that the troops that were on their side were enemies of mine already. But hey-ho. What? What? That's unbelievable. I was going to bring my other... That is just weird. I was going to bring those ships over to support it. I was going to bring my other army over. I'd worked out that army that didn't get used against Bithynians, that in the middle, that was spare, I was going to do that on a run to reinforce this. In fact, I forgot, actually, to send in my spies to reduce him first. But I don't need them, do I? Look what he's got. He's got these. He's got these. I've got all of them. All of them. Who's going to attack? Well, I'm just going to stand there and watch. I think that's the best way to do that one, don't you? Not much fun for you guys though, really, but it will give me an opportunity to just get close up to the battle and watch what happens. So, okay, let's go in there and take the place. I hope that if I allow him to take all the central areas, that it won't show that he's taken the place. But we'll see, won't we? I don't even know who these are. What are they? I wonder if they're Macedonians, because if they are, then they're the next ones I intend to go to war with. They're up here somewhere. Damn, if only I could reach them while their army's around here. That'd be really good, wouldn't it? Allies, 1260. I thought I had more than that. It's enough anyway. 1262 is, I don't know, in addition to what I've got, is easily enough, I would have thought. Bearing in mind each unit has, say, on average, if you include the horse, about 120 men. Some missile units have 120, most melee units about 160, horse of about 45, 60. So if you round it up to 120, 120 and 1,200, I'd have said, 10 units. So I've got 10 plus my 14 units fighting what looks like 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. So 14 against 9. He's got 10 of his against 9, so I'll just stand there and watch and then pick up the pieces afterwards. I think that's going to be the way to do it, isn't it? Is this walled? I'm really not too sure. I don't think I want rain. I want to see what's going on, so we'll wait, see if we get something decent. Rain, oh no. Dry, good. Okay, start deployment then. Right, I'll deploy my men back. Oh, look at these here. There's got to be more than that coming in, hasn't there, looking at those. Right, well, I'll deploy my men back to about, say, here, maybe. Whoops, him and him. To there. Him. To there. And let's get started. My forces are going to be simple to do, aren't they? Okay, let's see what we've got first of all. Before maybe I should speed things up now, but let's go and have a look at him first. Okay, what did I say? About 10 units. Well, we've got one there. Oh, I can't look at them. Oh, maybe I can now. Thracian cavalry, companions. What are the companions like? What are these anyway? Are they? I don't know what they are. It just gives me that symbol at the top. I've no idea at all what they are. Thessalian cavalry, sound really good. Tarantine cavalry. This is where I get a real chance to look at the amazing detail that the Total War team provide. I mean, isn't this absolutely awesome? It really is. I mean, it's a film set, isn't it? I've seen film sets that are nowhere near as good as this. You know, that could be out of a film. It really could. Okay, certainly say from an angle like this as they appear. You know, I think definitely it counts. Oh, blimey, look at this lot. We're already moving in. Who are these? Spears. They're running. Why on earth? Foot companions. Who've we got over here? Hoplite. Oh, we've got some hoplites. Wow, let's have a look at the hop. These are the first hoplites I've seen. We're obviously getting closer to Greece, aren't we? hoplites. I remember having some 15mm metal War Games figures that were hoplites. I probably painted them all the wrong colours, but yeah, I don't remember them. Actually, to be honest, now thinking about it, they didn't look too different from that. Not at all. Right, okay, well let's have a look over here then. These guys. Come on, where are you? Okay. So we've got companions. Probably the same for all of them. Oh, hoplites. Hoplites on ships. Let's look at those. Okay. And then let's have a look over here and see what we've got over here. There's more than 10 units here. It's ridiculous. Well, it looked like there were more anyway when I first started. Right, okay. And these are... I was thinking of the word then. Disembarking is the word, isn't it? I was thinking about unlimbering. I was thinking about landing. I was thinking about... what else was I thinking of? Well, I was thinking unlimbering, and then I was thinking of something similar. Probably dismounting or something silly like that, I don't know, but anyway. They're all disembarking, that's the main thing. So, what are those? Now, they look like the hoplites I did. That sort of bronze colour. Yeah. They're just militia hoplites. Oh, maybe it's just a unit of militia hoplites that I had, was it? These look like massive units, don't they? They really do. Right, okay. Do you know you can still get Cossacks, the original version of Cossacks? I used to think it was absolutely fantastic when it first came out. Really did. Right, militia hoplites, 160. Look at them, jumping off the boat, onto the sand, running into position. Isn't it absolutely fantastic? This is all the detail I don't normally get to look at, of course. Okay, now the ships, I don't know, the shore looks a little bit unbelievable at this point here, doesn't it? But, you know, I don't know, maybe I haven't got it on full and all the best graphics anyway, I don't know, but... Yeah, look at that, it even throws up bits of sand, doesn't it? You know, a kind of dust or whatever you call it. And look, the tide runs in and out as well, doesn't it? Do you know, this is all detail I would not normally get to look at all. Fabulous stuff. Let's see what these guys are doing here. You never know, maybe these ships are going to, I don't know, pound them with their catapults or something. I'm really not sure, but I want to go and have a look anyway. What are you going to do, you guys, here? Ah, no, they're just heading for the shore, aren't they, like the rest of them? Yeah, you see, you quickly get bored of it, don't you? You sort of think, oh, well, I've seen that before, I've seen them jump out of there, you know, but no, I can never really get bored of it. It's just I was expecting something different to happen, that's all. But look at this. Obviously, you can't see anybody rowing, that's because, presumably, because of the galley slaves that are in the bottom there, isn't it? Okay, it'd be great to replicate stuff like that, wouldn't it, hey? Right. I've got so many ideas about that, you know, for 17th century. I'm thinking about making some carts. That's the most recent idea. I've developed quite a few woodworking skills recently, what with making what with making my own lathe, you know, with the old quarter sawn oak and all that. I think people have got quite a lot of confidence in my woodworking skills because of that. So I might make some carts. I've seen some very interesting ones. They look a bit like the American Wild West ones, you know, with those rings, only instead of being iron rings holding up the canvas, they're sort of like ash that's been sort of steam bent by the look of it. Anyway, I can't see these red units. I could see a point of... Oh, I know. It'll be just like a defended area, won't it? Not a defended area, what's the word for it? You know, one of those that you have to take, a target area or something, you know, one of those objectives. But I can't... You see on the bottom right there, you can see that little bit of red, that little dot. Well, when I look at where that dot is, I can't see any enemy troops, which is bizarre. I've gone past it now. I come up to here, and I don't see anything. It's really odd. It's like there's something there to be taken. Some enemy unit or something. I don't have no idea what it is. They're not fighting anyone, are they? No. Oh, hang on. That is the enemy. These are the... oh, hang on. What force is it we're fighting against here? We're fighting... well, we're fighting these in here somewhere, but I can't see them at the moment. So these are the enemy that were on ships, presumably. Right, okay, so what have we got there? Javelin men, we've got peltasts, and we've got... oh, they're here. Right, we've got peltasts, and javelin men. Like, not many of them, 39 and all this. It's all rubbish, isn't it, really? Now, why aren't these guys shooting at them? Because they're hoplites, that's why. But they can throw spears, can't they? So they ought to be able to do something. Well, it does look like it's going to be a little while before anything happens there. See, these are all mercenary hoplites. It looks like there's more chance of something happening over this side. So let's go and have a look at this then. Well, he's got into the town, this unit has. Looking on the bottom right map, these two units... oh, but they stopped. Militia hoplites. I can't see anything facing them at all. I see some... whoops, I see some red down here. There they are. They are all bunched around there, presumably expecting me to come and fight them. But I'm not going to. I'm going to watch the enemy units. Okay, they'll pick up chevrons, but they'll also take hits, and they're going to take hits in what's going to become my territory. So they're not going to be able to replenish. Certainly not when I declare war on them, because I'm going to take the city just north of this one as well, which is, I think, Macedonian. I think it's the same, although I don't recognise these colours. I don't know, maybe these are not Macedonian. I find it hard to tell. I don't know what these guys actually are. Hoplites, heavy spearmen, flanks secure. Very. What does it say on the bottom there? Come on. Come on, fresh, that's all it says. Okay, well, since fresh isn't a nation, not that I know of anyway, then I'm going to ignore that. Right, okay, come on then, where are you? You should be getting in the action now. Okay, why would you go alone? Spearman, perhaps the weakest unit of my allies, is sent out on its own. Why would that happen? I really don't understand, unless they are thinking sensibly, really, that they should be taking up well, sort of passive-aggressive, is that the right word? A mixed stance, you know, rather than an aggressive stance, expecting me to do the aggressive work, rather than me get them to do all the work for them, me. So. Oh no, they're going to charge in against the javelin men. Javelin men have thrown, but not to great effect, in fact no effect at all. Javelin men are having no effect at all on spearmen. That's interesting, isn't it? Even that close up, the spearmen are able to get in amongst the javelin men and presumably rout them all. There aren't many of them, of course. 19 now, shaken, 30 over there. Peltas throw as well, as I remember. Okay, well they're surely gone by now, aren't they? Okay, the other allied unit is approaching the centre now of the town. I could go and have a look at that, but it doesn't look like he's actually facing any enemy troops. It looks like he's simply walking into the middle, and the enemy are preparing for somebody to come and attack from the front. So perhaps it's not quite so interesting in there. What's going to happen over here? Oh, blimey, look at those poor devils. Look at them. They're just going to get murdered, aren't they? Peltast, steady. Well, now I know why he threw in his spears. Because his spears were the weakest unit, you know, and that's all he needed. He's got 160 men there. All he's going to do with this is build up chevrons in his weakest unit and make it a stronger unit. So it did make sense. Now the spearmen have done all the work, he's bringing up his better quality infantry. So maybe he was expecting to lose the spearmen anyway, I don't know, or take losses amongst the spearmen, if anything. Right, now what's happening over here then? Yeah, he got to the centre. The enemy slingers have faced him. He's lost a few men, but that's all. Looks like he's bringing up some skirmishes here. No, militia hoplites. Doesn't look like there are 160 there, does it? And I tell you what, these missile troops seem to be doing very little against them. I wonder if this is a sign of things to come, because really I should have really gone in against these, shouldn't I, and gained some chevrons for myself, because I haven't got any. Look at my troops, I haven't got any chevrons at all. Yeah, you see, look at those 160, they're just going to annihilate everybody, aren't they? Levy pikemen, they'll be the strongest enemy infantry, of course, the pikemen. They've obviously been ready for me to come in. These here, 159 out of 160, still hardly any losses at all, but they're massively outnumbered. They really are going to get murdered. They've gone into the mob, haven't they? Ah, and now we have pikemen that have pikes. Good, there's a turn for the better. It even looked like they were using them sensibly there. Look at that. Wow. Oh, now that's good. Trouble is, they're going in the back of their own men. The mob there. Very poor circumstances for pikemen to be fighting in these. Pikemen should really be... I should have sent my men in, shouldn't I? Pikemen should really be calling to these guys to get out of the way now. Oh, they're pikemen themselves. Oh, right. How are they fighting close up then? Once you're beyond the pike head and it's got this close up, really, it's drawing swords territory, isn't it, really? That's probably why you can't see any pikes now. I think the pike is a bit like a lance. It's an initial combat weapon. I'm sure if you're sort of poking away at each other from a distance, then that's fine, but that wouldn't be the case if you're fighting differently armed troops. If you're fighting sword troops or whatever, then the sword troops are going to want to get in close quickly, aren't they? And if they manage that, then the type of melee is going to change completely, isn't it? So, right, okay, let's see what's going on in here. Do I bring my men up? I think I might just see if I can do something with them, you know, because at the moment they're going to do nothing and gain nothing. Peltasts, and these guys here as well, maybe to there. Might even run them actually. Might run these as well. Archers. Ah. Really what I should do is charge these in, shouldn't I? Since I've got the back of everybody now. Mind you, he has still got those... yeah, he's still got those pikemen, hasn't he? Okay, is he getting any hits yet? 160 out of 160. 97 out of 160, so they've taken some hits. 160. 160. You know, I thought some long distance missiles were coming in then, but they were seagulls, I think. Okay, duck for seagulls. Duck for seagulls. That sounds like a trade, doesn't it? Right. Okay. It looks like he might be thinking about maybe taking on my slingers. If that's the case, oh God, we're miles away, aren't we? If that's the case, then in fact, I might as well run them, hadn't I? Yeah, I don't think I want to run these. Because they're not going to get there, are they? They're just going to get shot at. So, okay, we'll walk those in. Him. Let's walk him in as well, hey? Why isn't it all over yet? Damn, I'm up to nearly 25 minutes and all I've done is someone else's battle. Okay, the mob are starting to get hit now. Let's see what's happening here. Gives me an opportunity, doesn't it, to find out how people fight. Peltasts. Right. Now the foot companions are pikemen. That's a very interesting formation, isn't it? Do you remember what I said about patch 7 being a bit awkward for pikemen, or so I'd heard? Well, I don't know, they still seem to be doing incredibly well, don't they, against these Peltas, but then Peltas are short spearmen, so it doesn't really make sense that a short spear is going to be a long spear, does it really? I suppose when you get close up it makes a difference, doesn't it, but you're always going to have people behind you prodding away at the enemy as well, aren't you, while ever you've got pikes. So 43 out of 120, and they are now out of it, aren't they? You know, a lot of people don't quite understand pike combat, and I think it's because of reenactments, because reenactment societies like the Seal Knot do oh right, okay, we're already going in there, are we? Yeah, they do this push of pike. I know this because I'm a commentator, Seal Knot commentator, so I have to try and explain this to the public, and it's one of the things I get told about afterwards a lot. Oh right, okay, end battle, why not? So yeah, they tend to keep it safe, because pointing pikes at each other and jabbing away is never going to be a safe thing to do in any kind of aggressive way that's going to convince a crowd. So they make it more into a rugby scrum and put them up in the air and make it safer. But the trouble is, they do that for so many years that they believe, in a way, they really do, you know, I've met these people, they believe that's how people fought. It's extraordinary. They even don't use armour, you know, thinking, well, you know, it's a bit of a pain on a hot day, and they probably didn't have armour anyway because it's expensive, and which, you know, when you look at armourers' reports, doesn't really make a lot of sense, and how to equip your troops and things. So they sort of rationalise all these things. Then they think, well, swords are a bit awkward because they're going to get tangled up in your legs, so they tend not to wear swords. So what you get is a load of people with no armour, pikes in the air, no swords, rugby scrumming against each other, which is fine because it creates a kind of, you know, rugby scrum kind of push against one another. But it does unfortunately propagate this myth that pike fighting was a bit strange, to say the least. Whereas in reality, and this is what I try to give over in my commentaries when I'm doing these battle commentaries, real battle commentaries in front of the crowd, is that it was a pretty vicious thing. Because you think about it, you're pointing your pike forward. The person behind you has got his pike forward, and the one behind that as well, possibly the one behind there as well, all levelled at the enemy. So people think, well, that's no good, because a pike's 16 foot long, or 18 or 24 foot, all you have to do is waft it out of the way. Well, any pikeman worth his salt is not going to allow that to happen. He can shorten his pike, he can pull it back slightly, then his pike is locked instantly. I mean, in fact, to be honest, in a tight formation, you can't waft it out of the way because your arm is locked between the men behind you, and the pikes behind you are locked as well, and then the ones behind there are locked. It really is a big hedgehog of jammed pikes together. Just imagine a piece of wood with a load of nails protruding from it, sticking out at you. You know, it is pretty well locked, really, to be honest. And if you get inside it, it's very easy for the pikemen with their armour on just to drop their pikes and use swords, short stabbing swords in a short formation. So it is a particularly vicious thing, and of course it came from the classic warfare which we see in this period here. So okay, occupy, very good, thank you very much for doing all the work for me. Oh, I even get an increase in rank. I suppose so, though. I mean, why not? I'd give him an increase in rank, taking a town with only 4 units without losing a single casualty, and forcing not even allies, just other armies to lose men. I mean, that is just an amazing, absolutely incredible result, isn't it? Growth per turn, I don't think so. Wealth from commerce, no. Authority, shipbuilding costs, I'm going to go for the authority. And then this one here, I think this is a general, isn't it? Is it general details? Yeah, okay. Can't know anything there, so I'll go for this one, commander. The others don't really mean anything, do they? So, right, okay, well that takes me up to the 30 minutes as well, so I'm a bit surprised at that. I will show you what I'm going to what I'm going to research. I must bring up that unit to occupy this territory. I'll do that in a moment. Okay, I've decided I want to do this one, weapon proficiency. Okay, it gives me melee attack for all units, which is good. Melee defense for all units, even better. Well, not even better, but just as good. But plus 5% missile damage, etc., etc. All good stuff. You can see it on the left there. But it's really what it leads to. I like the idea of this one. 6%, and no, I don't. Which one is it? Is it this one? Melee attack for all. Is it the plus 10? Or is it this? Oh, I don't know what I was thinking of now. Maybe it's just this one because it's for all units. Anyway, point is that why aren't you letting me go? Yes, you are letting me go. Good. What I now need to do is run these guys. These are the ones that I expected to go into the defence of this place. I wonder if he can even walk to it. He might even be able to just walk there. No, he can't. Hey! Am I looking at the wrong unit? I'm looking at the wrong unit, aren't I? Where? I think I'm looking at the ones that have just beaten the Bithynians. Right, okay, that makes sense, doesn't it? Put him back. Or rather not move him. Yeah, it's this army here I'm really thinking about, because this is the army that I want, that I was expecting to... Can he just get there now? He can walk in. Look at that. I was expecting to... Yeah, he can. I was expecting to put him... Oh, he might have even been able to help just by that, you know. I was actually expecting to get him on run mode. I was going to get him to run up to here, support the attack on there, and then go back to here. But I don't need that, do I? So I can move him directly up to there without doing anything else, anything other. I don't suppose he's going to be able to recruit now, is he? Can he? No, only... Well, I think I will do, actually. Let's give him some troops. Oh, look! Can I get another? No. Okay. Okay, I'll do that. That's strange, isn't it, in a territory where we've only got one of the territories? That's a bit strange. Yeah, only got one. Can I get that? Can't build. So I'll have to get rid of that. Do I get more military peers? Well, do I really need more military peers? I seem to be getting quite a few, don't I? I don't think I need all the ones I've got. Damn, I'm going to go for it. Then what I'm going to do is change them all afterwards, just because I've got the money, or I've got such a massive empire, I should be able to do it. Cannot build. Right, okay, so we'll get rid of it then, and we'll... I can get a farm. That gives +1 growth, +5 wealth. Food. I think I'll go for that. Yeah. I had the idea that a farm gave me some minus points as well for order, but I can't be sure. Okay, my next plan, that's going to be the end of this video at 32.5 minutes, but my next plan is going to be to get these guys over from here on a run command over to here ready to attack this place, and maybe these guys as well. I don't know. Might be worth me getting those over, because that then is the only place I need in order to win this. Let's just go and have a look, see what we've got in there. Come on. Yeah, okay, taking this territory. It's just that one that's left now, isn't it? And so I'm hoping to use these armies here. Then this area will be protected and I can go and attack there. This area here, that is one admiral. I think he's got a few ships. But I've got ships around here. I've got ships there and ships there. I've even got a few here. I'm not sure what's there. Maybe they're ships as well. I don't know. But I need to clear this waterway and take that area there. So the next video is going to be about doing that. But you'll notice that I've taken the territories up here. Auto-resolve, I think it was. I don't even remember now. And of course, as you can see, the Bithynians are removed from this area here. Okay, I think that's about it, to be honest with you. I don't think I did anything else between the two videos, but it was stuff that was all going to be quick auto-resolves. One of them, I didn't do on an auto-resolve, to be honest. I fought the whole thing, basically, because I thought, no, I don't want to lose any men at all, but anyway, I can't remember now which one that was. But it was a very, very easy battle for me anyway, pretty boring to watch. Just stand off, shoot somebody to death, and that was the end of it. So maybe it was one of the... Which one was it? I think it was one of those that was in Egypt, but anyway, pretty dull thing to watch. So, right, okay, let's hope we can get a bit of a battle, because I think if they are Macedonians. If the Macedonians go back to here, then I don't know where these... It really depends on where these are going to go. If these are going to go to sea, and then they're going to go into this bay here, I'm going to have to do something about them. In the meantime, what I'm going to have to do really is build up my ships in this area. I think that's the way to go. Get some more ships. Yep. Okay, that's the plan for next turn, but we'll go through that on the next video. So for now, we've finally taken this waterway across here. I just wish I knew this would prevent ships from going through here. I suspect it doesn't at all, because if I highlight there, it covers the ground up to there. It doesn't cover any sea by the look of it. On the other hand, what do the ships cover?
Ready for orders.
See, the ships only cover that area there. And this place will cover even less, because it covers only up to this area, doesn't it? So really, unless I actually put an army there, or a navy or something, I don't know, it's not going to block that area. So maybe I'm going to have to give over a navy to block off that area. Actually, better than that would be to block this area down here, I suppose. But if I have a navy there, he'd be supported by, perhaps, if I had him, say, here. I don't know, I'll have to think about this, won't I? But if I have him near a town, then I might get support from that town as well. But anyway, that's all strategic stuff that I really need to be giving a bit of care and attention to. So, okay, thanks for watching, folks. I'm at a wood show in Harrogate all tomorrow, and then I'm at where am I? Then I'm at a beer festival in the evening. So it's an all-day job tomorrow. So there is going to be 24 hours between videos, I think. Anyway, thanks for all the comments. Thanks for watching, folks.